You know, I know that you shredders love to play above the 12th fret. And if you can learn a few triads played on one string. Now, triad is defined as a chord. We'll stick to major and minor. E minor triad is E, G, and B. A minor triad is A, C, and E. You probably know that. You probably know that the third inversion of C minor, if you watch my channel, C minor triad is G, E flat, C. It's C minor in its third inversion because I started on the third note in the C major, C minor scale, and then C, E flat, which is root minor third, G, perfect fifth is C minor, played on the D string. You know, 10, fret 10, 13, 17. Okay, now did you know that the difference between A minor pentatonic and E minor pentatonic, each pentatonic, minor pentatonic scale, penta 5, has 5 notes, but there's only one difference between E minor pentatonic and A minor pentatonic. Now you'll see where this is going. You know what the notes are, huh? E and G is the minor third to E minor pentatonic. A is the fourth interval, because then the fifth interval of E minor pentatonic is B. And then the flat seventh interval is D. So you got E, G, A, B, D, E. That's E minor pentatonic in one octave. Now I'll play A minor pentatonic. A, C. And there's your key. It's just and then it's D, E, and G. So if you were paying attention, you notice it's only the B and the C notes which are unique to the respective minor pentatonic scales of E has got the minor third being the G, and A, the minor third, is a C. So they got the same common notes, E, G, A, and D are common. Those 4 notes are common to both A minor and E minor pentatonic. You can write it down and work it out for yourself. Now, I'm going to play E minor pentatonic 3 notes per string, because you need to be able to do that to shred. Nice and slowly. Minor third, whole tone. Minor third, whole tone. Whole tone, whole tone. Whole tone, minor third, whole tone, minor third, minor third, whole tone. E minor pentatonic. A minor pentatonic, but I'm going to start at the 5th interval, the E. I hope you got that. Very similar, eh? But E, G, A, C. That's the difference between from the B to the C with A minor pentatonic. From the B to the C. Because the E, the G, the A, and the D are common to both. So, if we combine the two, because I hit a B, you knew I played E minor pentatonic. The C. And the E. B. That's E minor pentatonic defined by that B note, and A minor pentatonic defined by the C note. E minor to A minor. Interesting observation, don't you find? But you can play around with it. I'm changing chords, but I'm playing the notes on one string, because I have shown you an E to G is a minor third, and then to the fourth interval. But if I wanted to play an E minor chord, I'd go E, G, B, as I outlined to you earlier up here. That's actually a triad, which is a chord by definition. That was E minor. No matter which way you look at it, it's E minor. Because it only takes 3 notes to make up a chord, a major or a minor chord. Okay, and likewise with A minor, you might note in the calculator. Sorry, that was a bad example. I'm playing E, A, C. But I'm starting with the E's. Just to confuse you, I'm playing the third inversion of A minor. E, A, C. A, C, E. I started with the E, so it's third inversion. If I start with the C, second inversion. C, A, because I'm starting on the minor third of A minor, I've played the second inversion of A minor on one string. I've played the triad, I've played a chord on one string. So I've got an A, a C, and an E. That's A minor. A major. Now I've raised the fifth from the E to the F. That's A minor augmented. Simple, eh? Anyway, I hope it helps you with your shredding. E minor. You want to be able to do that as fast as you can. And A minor, but starting on the E, the ACE, the third. So it's the third invert. You put the B in, because you know the difference between E minor and A minor. Very similar fingering. Those are all notes of A minor pentatonic. That G is the flat seventh, to the A, to the C, the minor third. But it's not the full chord of A minor. It's not actually an inversion, but it's notes of the pentatonic scale. Important that you get that C note to make it A minor. putting positions now, because there's 5 positions in each 12 frets. And then horizontally there's 2 octaves of the same thing. But let's not go there for this lesson. I've given you quite a bit of information here. Yeah, if you understand this theory, you're going to know what you're doing. As I use this late Eddie Van Halen lick. A minor in its first inversion triad to the A minor augmented, which means augmented 5th note is included. So now you know what you're doing. And go back on to my lessons. There's many. If I'm sitting in this horizontal position, you know, either here or upstairs in my pajamas normally, because early in the morning on an acoustic guitar with a bookshelf and leather chairs behind me, then you know I'm giving you a lesson. If I'm standing up behind a microphone howling, you know, I'm jamming and practicing what I'm learning, or just having fun doing some repertoire. Take this information on board. I can't stress to you how it's going to open up your universe. A month ago, I did not know that was E minor pentatonic. That's with the 9th added. Then if I turn the gain up in that, you'll see I can start shredding it. I think you got the idea there. So I don't do these things as often as I should, but for you younger people, you know what I mean. You know what to do with this stuff. You turn your gain up and you know, make friends with your neighbors, because they'll probably come knock on your door. You start working out some sequences for yourself. I'm not saying those are politically correct though, but your workout. So there's string skipping involved. I mean, clearly you can see that from E to the perfect 5th of the E minor scale to the minor 3rd interval to the root again, the E. To E, B, G, E. Then I'm adding the 9th, a whole tone above the E. Then I'm adding the minor 3rd. And then I'm moving from B to C there. Because it sounds nice. You can go work out the intervals. It's starting to sound a little bit like Bach or Beethoven, I think. But you can work out what you want to achieve. But look at the intervals, look at the notes, write down the triads. Write down the 5 notes, the root, the minor 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the flat 7th. Write down the notes for every scale. If you really want to, just write down C, G, A, maybe B. Because those are going to be the 4. You're not often going to play an F, B flat, A flat, E flat. Write down the scales that you know you will play out of as a start. Because once you got the fingering, you can change it. Here's just a little lick I learned of Steve Morse this morning. I mean, no rocket science, but he goes on to go. So, root, I'm giving my root here as B. To my perfect 5th, the F sharp. Then I'm going D. Now a B to a D is a minor third. You see I'm working it out. A whole tone string down is a minor third. To a ninth or a ninth. A C sharp is a ninth. Back to the root, or 8 if you care, the octave, and then back to the fifth. Like in an interview I saw of Steve Morse, he did it about 12 years ago, I think. He said he does these things to keep his practice regime interesting. You know, he can play quite classical style of music. So that's why I'm teaching you these things. Because then when you put your name up in lights, maybe you can remember old Mike here. That gave you something to think about. Because you know my motto, what you understand will enable you to achieve your goal quicker. If you know where you're going, you're going to get there quicker. Because all roads lead to Rome, as they used to say thousands of years ago. But if you know what you're doing, you're going to take the shortest road there. Now, I'm not a technical expert, and I've learned the hard way in that I started 50 years ago, almost 51 years come the 14th of March. But I had a huge break in between, something like 35 years. But I've never lost love for the instrument. I just didn't have the time. But now, you know, my other motto, make the time. Now, 8 years ago, I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I was working 12 hours a day. I was getting up and sitting down in this music room where the temperatures were as low as -2 degrees. No central heating. I was down here sitting with one of my electric guitars, unplugged, and playing for 2 hours, and then getting ready to go to work and be at work by 8 o'clock. And then I'd come home in the evening, play for an hour, have dinner with my wife, back down here for another 3 hours. Yes, I'm still married. But I got a message from an elderly guitarist gentleman at the time who had a stroke, who admired me so much, having so much fun those days at night, making my initial debut recordings. He said, I'm having so much fun. And he wrote me 2 foolscap pages that he messaged me. 2 foolscap pages, handwritten, on tips, because he was impressed with one of the songs that I did, that I jammed to. And he gave me great encouragement. He lived in New York, Precinct, and it's a long way from here. And thank the gentleman. And but he didn't have to encourage me, because I'm self-motivated in most things I do, those who know me. And what I want to say to you, don't let people put you off that you can't learn from YouTube, because I'm going to tell you now that anything academic or theoretical, as basic it is, I've learned from other guitarists who've given so freely of their time on the YouTube channel. And I might not be the world's best presenter, and the world's certainly not the world's best player either, but I know what I'm talking about. And yes, I do make mistakes, and I apologize when you spot them. But if you spot them, then you are learning. Because there are definitely mistakes, because it's just sometimes excitement. in my presentation. They will only get the message to you. When I sometimes review these, I don't edit these videos, no artificial intelligence involved. This is hard yakka. So take it from one year that's learned my professional vocation, part-time correspondence from 2,000 kilometers and 11,000 kilometer away universities. And I never ever made a phone call to university for help. They set out my assignments, told me what books to read. I did it all by myself. And guess what? I'm pretty damn good at what I do in my vocation. So now I'm doing what I love as I go through my silver years. Thanks for viewing. Hopefully you've watched this far, and good luck with your shredding. As I say, you know, I'm not aspiring myself to be a shredder, but I do believe I can help you by outlining in the most basic way what you need to know. So as I said, I've got a ton of lessons up there. Just look at the keywords. Know them in the fretboard. Triads. Just run through them. If I'm not doing repertoire, if you're not after how to play a specific song, or just watching me jamming with myself and my loop pedal, or with a few friends or members of my family, then go. I'm normally sitting down in what I call this horizontal position, and go and look at some of those videos, because there's a huge amount of information, I promise you. Because as I make breakthroughs, I share it with you, or when I learn something new, I normally cut a quick video. This is quite a long video, but often the videos are much shorter, and I get to the point where I teach you little tricks that I've learned, normally very recently when I make those videos. Sometimes I need to go back and look at them myself, because I've forgotten half the stuff because I don't use it. There's things on, even on jazz, but I'm not a jazz guitarist. But I play all styles, and some better than others. But you go have a look. Some of the jams and covers and original songs that I write are quite acclaimed, and I get private messages from people all over the world, as far as Brazil, Russia, the UK, just 2 days ago from New York, Japan, a lot of viewers in Australia, a lot of viewers in the USA. The UK is taking note of me, Germany, Italy, Canada. I thank you all. You know, I only had 6 subscribers 13 months ago. I've got 547 this morning, and I don't like to talk about that too much, but you know what to do. Push the button. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, and really wish you all the best once again for 2024. And I'm going to sit here and think of some more theory to tell you about, because I do believe it's going to help you. Thanks. Bye.